Hey, this is Miss Marion. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm sick again, so sorry. I'm trying to get there, but I have a really bad cold. This is your starter. So get out your starter page, put your name on it, and well, yeah, you have your name on it. So write these down, and then go ahead and try them, and then come back to me. All right. So number one. Again, both sides are crowded. Does not matter where you start. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract off 5 from both sides. And then I have A equals 5A. Because positive and negative 5s cancel each other out, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this 1A and I'm going to put it onto the other side. So I'm going to say subtract 1A from both sides. I have 0 equals 4A. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to divide by 4. So 0 divided by 4 is 0. So A equals 0. All right, number 2. Let's multiply in the negative or negative 1. So negative times x is negative 1x. Negative times 4 is negative 4. And negative 8. Okay, draw our line, right? And then who wants to be with the negative 8? That is the negative 4. So let's go ahead, let's add 4 to both sides. Negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4 equals negative x. And then remember, this is negative 1x, which is multiplying, so we're going to divide by negative 1 on both sides. So then 4 is going to equal our x. All right, number 3. Let's go ahead and go through it. What should we do? Let's combine like terms. Now, when we combine like terms, we're not doing positive and negatives. Technically, what we're doing is negative 10 plus 9. So I'm not subtracting 9 from both sides, from like either one. If they're on the same side, you just squish them together. So negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1p. And I still have my 12. Again, these two are negative 1 and p are multiplying, so we're going to divide by negative 1. Or take the opposite of 12, which is negative 12. So p equals negative 12. All right, number 4. Number 4, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's go ahead and let's multiply in our negative 2. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Equals negative 2 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and then we still have that. So we still have minus 2. Before I start moving things around, let's combine like terms. So I have a negative 4 and a negative 2. If we put those together, that is negative 6. And then everything else is still the same. Negative 4x, negative 6, negative 4x. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's add 6 to both sides. Both sides crowded. I can pick somebody and go. I'm going to have negative 4x equals negative 4x. And then I like to put all my variables on one side, so I'm going to add 4x to both sides. Right? And so we have 0 left over and we have 0 left over. Okay, so let's read this. So my variable is gone. We're going to read it. We're going to say, does 0 equal 0? This is true. Right? What does this mean? That means the infinite many solutions, or all real numbers, true for all real numbers. So I can put any number into this equation and it makes both sides equal or both sides true. And let's go ahead and go to number 5. I'm going to add 6a to both sides. So I'm going to get 3 equals 9. Okay, so my variables are gone now because positive, negative 6a's, they go away. And so I have to read it. It does 3 equal 9. Well, this is false. So remember, the answer is not just false. The answer is no solution. There is not a solution or a number I can put into the equation to make both sides true. So this is your starter. And so make sure that you have it. So make sure you have it filled out. And go ahead and I'm going to leave a note with the subs. So once you are done with your starter, put it away. We're actually going to collect it tomorrow. We'll make it easier if we just collect it tomorrow. Okay. So hold on to your starter. All right. So we're going to talk about, are they the same? We're going to talk about equations. So you should actually have a note page. And then eventually you're going to have a worksheet. So make sure you have a note page and go ahead and fill out the notes with me. So our I can statement is, I can understand when solutions to two equations are the same. Okay, so this is kind of what we're looking at for today. We're going to be kind of playing with this. So we're actually going to be working with story problems. Sorry. But we are going to do it in a way which we've kind of just adding on to things that we've already done. All right, Jessica charges $5 fee and $8 each hour for babysitting. Ethan charges a $15 fee and $6 per hour. We want to know how many hours will it cost the same. Okay, so how many hours will it do where both of them cost the same amount, and how much is that money? Okay, so we're first going to talk about Jessica. Right, hers is, so if we were making an equation, it would be like y equals, she starts with the $5 fee, and it's $8 per hour, right? And so I can actually, so notice how I have a table. I can do like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can kind of fill out the table. We can actually make it longer if we want to, but let's go ahead and let's fill out the table for Jessica. So let's grab our calculators and let's put in 0. So I want to put this in a different color. So x equals 0. So we're going to have 5 plus 8 times 0. Put in your calculator. That would cost $5. Okay. What about after, well, we should have it as hours. After 1 hour. So 5 plus 8 times 1. Okay. So 5 times 8 plus 1. 5 plus 8 times 1. 13. So that's 13. Then we're going to put in our hour is 2. How much will it cost for 2 hours? So 5 plus 8 times 2. That's 21. Okay, so we're going to keep on doing this all the way up to 7. So we're going to 5 plus 8 times, where are we? 3. 29. 5 times 8. 5 plus 8 times 4. That's 37. 5 plus 8 times 5. That's 45. 5 plus 8 times 6. That's 53. And 5 plus 8 times 7. 61. Okay, so that's all Jessica's stuff. Now let's look at Ethan's. So Ethan, his equation, he starts with 15 and it's $6 an hour. So same kind of thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our hour as 1. So we're going to say 15 plus 6 times 0. Put that in your calculator. So that's going to be 15. So up here is 15. And our ultimate goal is to kind of see when these two are going to be the same. But we're just going to keep on going. So then we're going to put in hour as 1. So 15 plus 6 plus 1. 15, 6 plus times 1. 21. Nope, not yet. Let's do 3. So 15 plus 6 times 3. So hour is 3, right? Or how about we do 2 first? That would be great. So let's do 15, 6, 2, right? 15 plus the 6 times 2. 27. Nope, not there. Okay, now let's do 3. So 15 plus 6 times 3 is 33. Nope, not there. 15 plus 6 times 4, 39. Kind of getting there. Hour, 15, 5. So 15 plus 6 times 5, 45. Oh, look at that. This is where they're both going to be the same. So how many hours did it go? It went 5 hours, right? And how much is the cost? $45. So notice how we have like 2 equations or 2 scenarios. And we're trying to see when they're going to be the same. So either hours or cost money, whatever kind of units they're working with. This is what we're looking at to see when they're going to be the same. That's why the name of this lesson is, are they the same? When are they the same? Kind of thing. So this is actually what we're doing. So let's go ahead and go on to example number 2. All right, so here's example number 2. A company offers customers 2 plans for internet services. Plan A is $30 for each modem and then $5 per service. Plan B, the modem is free, but you pay $10 per service. All right, so let's write down the equations. So we have plan A, okay, and it's $30 and then $5 per month. And let's do plan B. You don't have to pay for the modem, but it's $10 per month. All right, so we're going to fill in our table. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. So we're trying to see when both of them are the same. So again, we're going to start and we're going to kind of put in the months. So month 0. So for plan A, 0 plus 5 times 0, that's 30. Okay, so 30. And then what about 1 month? So we have $30 and 5. That's 35. And then we have 2 months. So $30 and then 5 times 2. So 30 plus 5 times 2. Oh, that's 40. Okay. And then 3, 30 plus 5 times 3. That's 45. 4 months, 30 times 5 times 4. That's 50. 30 plus 5 times 5. 55. 6, or 30 plus 5 times 6. Sorry, 60. And 7 months, 30 plus 5 times 7. That's 65. Okay. Now let's try plan B. So right now, there's not a starting fee. It just has the $10 per month. So if I have 0 months, it's going to be 10 times 0, which is 0. If I have 1 month, it's going to be 10 times 1, which is 10. And then I have 2 months, 10 times 2, which is 20. So we kind of see what's going on here. 3 months would be 30. 4 months is 40. 5 months is 50. 6 months is 60. Ah, look. See how those are the same? So at 6 months is when they're going to be the same. How much does it cost? $60. So this is when the 2 plans will be the same. All right. So let's talk about some 5-year-olds. They talked with their parents about doing some chores around the house to earn some money. Both Sarah and Kim's parents agreed to start giving them a constant allowance every week. Sarah has $1 in her piggy bank, and her parents gave her 60 cents per week. And then we have Kim, $2.20 in her piggy bank, and 20 cents per week. Okay, so just like before, let's go ahead and let's write some equations. I'm going to move this up. So we have Sarah. Okay, she started with $1 and she has 60 cents per week. And then Kim has $2.20, but she gets 20 cents per week. So just like before, number of weeks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to start with week 1. So it should be M. Let's do W. So then we have 1 plus 0 times 60 times 0. So she still has $1. What happens after week 1? Well, pretty much 60 cents is being added. So she has $1.60. What happens with week 2? Starts with the 1, then she has 60 cents. So what does that end up having as far as in her account? Well, she has $2.20. Okay. And then week 3, so you kind of see the pattern. She has 360s census. So that is 220. And then what's the next? All right, 280. Okay. 4 weeks. 340. 5 weeks. $4. 6 weeks. 460. And 7 weeks, 520. Okay. Let's try Kim. Let's move this up a little bit. All right, so we have Kim, and we need to add in our week. So 220 per week. So we have week, not months, week 0. So 220 plus 0 times 20 times 0 is 220. So this first one is $2.20. So that's week 0. Week 1 is 220 plus 20 cents. Okay, so that's 240. What about week 2? 220 plus 20 cents, right? If you put that in calculator, 220 plus 0.2 times 2. All right, so that's 260. So we kind of see a pattern here, right? 260. Let's do week 3. So we have 220 plus 0.23, right? 220 plus 0.2 times 3. Oh, that's 280. 280. Oh, look. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? So at week 3, so 3 weeks, they will be the same, and it will be $2.80. All right, let's go ahead and go through example number 4. We have 2 submarines. Currently, submarine A is at 900 feet below sea water and is ascending to the rate of 150 per minute. Submarine B, let's put that one in purple, is 400 feet below and ascending. So ascending means to go up $50 or 50 feet per minute. So submarine A. All right, so it starts at 900 feet below sea level. So let's start with negative. And it goes up 150 feet per minute. And submarine B starts at 40 below and rises at 50 feet. Okay. So we are talking about minutes. So at minute 0, where is submarine A? So that's negative 900 plus 150 times 0. That's negative 900. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So 0, oh, sorry, at 0 minutes, where submarine A, it's still at 900 feet below sea level. And then we have 1, negative 900 plus 150 times 1. So negative 900 plus 150 times 1. Oh, that's negative 750. Okay. And then what about minute 2? 900, 150 times 2. Put that in your calculator. Negative 900, 150 times 2. That's negative 600. And then what about at week 3 or minute 3, it will be 450. And what about week 4, 300, or minute 4, sorry. Minute 5, 150. Minute 6 is 0. So that's at sea level. All right, so let's move this up, and then let's look at submarine 2, 400 feet, so 0, negative 400 plus 50 times 0, that's negative 400. Negative 400. All right, what about minute 1? Negative 400. 50 times 1. Well, that's 350, right? What about minute 2? 2, right? So negative 400 plus 50 times 2. 300. Kind of see a pattern. So we have 250. Nope, not there yet. Okay, so week 4, negative 200. Week 5, oh, negative 150. Ah, look. At minute 5. So we're going to say 5 minutes. And it will be at, well, we could do it as a negative 150 feet. Or we can say 150 feet below sea level. Okay, so again, what we're doing is we're trying to see where like 2 scenarios or 2 stories, when they're going to be the same, and kind of like what that quantity is of the 2 measurements. Okay. So again, this is what we're doing today. Sorry. And we're seeing when they are the same. You should have a worksheet. It does go into Canvas. Make sure you put it in there. And then hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. So have a good day. Thanks, guys. Bye.